December 17th, 2025. I love hearing that sound. Like almost every night, around 7-ish, there's always like traffic jam over here. So it's just beeping and beeping and beeping. So I'm like, okay, cool. Red car. Before there was beeping and then there was sirens. So before I started recording. Whatever. So I want to elaborate on that video I made yesterday. Somebody in my driveway. No. Earlier, what was it, yesterday? Oh, no, today. The freaking FedEx blocking my entire driveway. And he caused so much traffic jam, so he got beeped. He didn't get beeped, actually. I don't know how he didn't get beeped, but I would have beeped his ass if I had a car. So, excuse me. I didn't see him in anybody's house delivering stuff. But they always pick my driveway. It is gang stalking. Because if you're not delivering to my house, and there was a lot of open spaces. So I don't know what the fuck happened. Excuse me, you know what happened. Why do you have to park in front of my house? But we all know why. What else happened during the week? Oh, this guy, Monday. Was it Tuesday? Either one of those days, I don't know what day now. I open my door, I'm leaving, so I'm opening the door. I'm getting picked up by a car service. Some guy completely pulls up to my house in the driveway. And then, I'm like, what is happening? Like, right now, they're like trying to confuse me, I think. So I'm like, why is this huge ass van parked in my driveway? I'm like, first of all, he's gonna block the driveway, and the driver for the car service is not gonna look for a couple. Might be gang stalking couple. What's he wearing? Because I'm sitting out here, so now everybody's coming out to see what I'm doing. Whatever. But I'm not gonna scream at them. Because they're not worth it. Then I'm Maybelline. Anyway. I make fun of their asses every day, all day. Because, I am tired of their shit, but I'm like, let me just have a little fun too with sometimes, And, that pisses them off, so I like that. I like to piss off perps. Because that means they fuck up and they do horrible things and start screaming and carrying on. And then they don't get paid. Because they're supposed to, keep calm, right? And make us do, scream at them and stuff. So when we don't do that, they don't get paid. Well, they get paid less. I'm not sure which one it is. Either way, haha. Excuse me. I got phlegm in my throat. I don't even smoke. I smell smoke everywhere. Every time I go somewhere. Cigarette smoke, weed, vape, all that. Ugh. Not good for anybody's lungs. But they know I got asthma, so they're like, yeah, let me smoke in front of her. and she'll get a cough, a COPD or something. That's right, that's how they talk, like retards. I hate using that word, but they are. So anyways, I found that receipt right after Thanksgiving. Either Friday or Saturday after Thanksgiving. I'm not sure what day. It was in the garden, so I was like, oh, okay, a nice receipt for one of my apps. I got some good deals with that app. I'm so tired of their crap. But yeah, so oh my gosh. Trying to figure out what to say. For reals. Alright, anyway, when I saw the receipt, I was like, oh, okay. I used the app. And I put the receipt in, and I get rid of the receipt. And I was going to get rid of the receipt when I noticed what it said on there. And Walmart is pretty far from here. It's like another state over. So I'm like, what does that say on that? It said 4 air tags, 4 of them. $99 came out to $106 or something like that for 4 air tags. And then the card said it declined first, and then they tried it again and it worked. So to me, that means that they were buying it. They had no money, and the handler was probably nearby somewhere, and he zelled the person money, and then they were able to buy it because they use the air tags on us. You have to remember they're trying to find everything about us, right? They use all the technology they can. It was on the news once that criminals were putting air tags under people's cars. At nighttime, like when everybody's asleep, they put the air tags in the car, and then they were finding people. And then regular people, like people knew them, like there were exes and neighbors or whatever, and they're like, how the hell did this person find me? And they went to a mechanic to check something out. They heard something like jingling or whatever, and they found an air tag. So it's easily accessible, I guess, to buy those. When I first heard about those, I thought you could only buy them at the Apple store. And only Apple made them. I guess not. I guess they have all different ones. So, just be aware that that's a tactic that they use. It's supposed to help you find your car. Like if you park it really far somewhere in like a parking lot, it's supposed to help you, not help the criminal. But they always got to use things that you know what I mean, that's supposed to be good for us. They always have to use it, turn around, and use it, you know, for, anyways, I'm not going to say more. But it's sick. It's sick in the head. It really is. I woke up late today. I was very annoyed. I had another weird dream from these people with the VR headsets. And it was actually, there was one part of the dream that was very funny, because I got to actually participate and it felt real. So one part of the dream, I gotta write this down too, because it was like very funny to me. And I watched something today that said that in our dream world we're in another reality. You know, so that could be it too, because I felt like I was really there. So in the dream, I went to McDonald's with my family. We don't ever go there. We go to Popeyes. Or we go to the diner or something like that. Well, if we go to Popeyes, we take it home. We don't sit there and eat it. So for some reason, I was in McDonald's. I get a table. And I see everybody ordering. There's so much stuff, like drinks beyond compare, like 3 stacks of drinks. But they were fighting with the workers. I guess because I've been watching all these videos where people fight with the workers at stores, so. But nobody says anything to them either. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. So, I'm still tired from this stuff. So in the dream, I'm packing up the food. I want to make sure it's correct. I go to get out of the booth, and people ran to the booth and sat under me. I was like, you motherfuckers couldn't even wait till I got out of the booth to sit. So I sat on somebody's lap and I squished them, like really sat on them. I jumped up and down and sat on them. It was great. And I was laughing in the dream. I think I was laughing in real life too. You know, when you're in a dream state, sometimes you laugh at some certain things. So that's why I thought it was funny, because like that is very funny. I have to laugh sometimes, you know. It's good to laugh. It is. They don't want us to laugh, and I don't care. So Tuesday, I get back from my appointment. As soon as we pulled up, somebody's knocking on the windows. As soon as we pull up to the corner where Dunkin' is, I see Druggy Smurf from down the block. The one that had no shoes in the video. Him and his wife, I guess she took him back. I think he went to jail for a very long time. Well, you know, if you're dealing drugs and then taking them, yes, you're gonna go to jail. He was drunk that day. He got arrested that day. And then I saw him a couple other times after that, and that's it. I didn't see him for a long time. I had it on video where he went into the ambulance, and the police car was behind the ambulance. He was screaming at the wife, but she just like left him there. But she's not strong enough to say no to him, because they're both addicts, you know. So he was walking with her. As soon as we pulled up, he was walking with her, and he had a red and black plaid shirt sticking out under his coat. Like, shouldn't your coat be long enough where you don't see your clothes underneath? Yeah. So that's how you know, you know, that's what perps do. And the first time I saw him come back, I had it on my camera, I didn't save it. He walked past the house with a tote bag that had an American flag on it. There's a dude that's from like the South, Texas, somewhere in Texas, I think he came from. So he moved all the way here from Texas just to be a stalker. That's stupid. No, I'm telling you, the love of money, you know what I mean? They just say, how do you move here? It's freezing here. And Texas is hot as hell, but which is where the perps are gonna go after this lifetime. You know, it's not for me to say anything to them. I try to ignore them as much as possible. But while we were watching Christmas movies, I heard revving of an engine out here and honking and like incessant honking, because they don't want you to enjoy stuff. You hear the motorcycles? Excuse me, my throat is dry right now. But yeah, so they don't want you to laugh and have fun and watch nice things. So they start revving the engines and honking like crazy. I looked at the camera footage. It didn't capture any of it, of course. You know, it's like they know what you're doing, right? Because when they drive past your house, they have something in their car that sees what you're doing. So they finally admitted that they actually do it. Save the picture of the article. I'm gonna see if I'll make a video. I'll put the picture up and then I'll talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, so they could see in our through our walls. You know, like we've been singing for many years and nobody believes us. Yeah, they have the technology. They've always had it. And then there's perps that walk around with all this equipment under their clothes, with signal reading, and like all they have to do is walk near you or behind you, and then you start getting stomach aches and headaches, and you go crazy and start screaming at people. And that's why they do that. And Voodoo Smurf, he's been coming around as I'm leaving Dunkin' and like smirking. He's a piece of shit. I guess he's trying to scare me with that, but I don't give a fuck. That's it, no more perps. Just a couple. He definitely wore something on his jacket. Oh, the other one next door. Oh, look at that. Has a hoodie that says Synchronized Being. I don't know if I have that video on my channel. I was sitting out here one day. It was like summer. Or even fall. Something like that. It wasn't cold. And he comes out to smoke a cigarette at the same time. As soon as I sat down. And then he turns around so I could see the jacket. And he didn't care that I was recording. So I was like, good. I'll keep recording then. So I took a snapshot. Like I went back to watch the video and then screenshotted the jacket. He was the only perp that wore that. My perps, they wear All Saints, like tote bags and stuff, or Essentials Fear of God. And they don't have any fear of God, and they should, because they're doing the wrong thing. There's nothing I can do to them that God will do better. He will kick their asses. Yep, here, beep, beep. Whatever. See, red and blue. They're always around. Always watching with Sasuke. Sometimes I like to stay in here for a few minutes, like a minute or two, and then see if any perps come by. And they usually do. I think that's just a regular lady.